As a parent, it can really feel like school environments aren't really keeping pace with the real world and the change that's going on in the real world and the future that our kids are going to be part of. What I was looking for as a parent was an environment where I knew that my daughter could be who she is and be respected for who she is and develop the confidence to back herself and start to become the adult that she's really destined to be. My younger daughter, when she was in Year 10, she was having a whole lot of issues with school, and she actually ended up quitting school at the end of term 1 of Year 10. It wasn't until we came to an open day that she was totally lit up and she realised that it could be a really great fit for her.
It was actually recommended by the learning coordinator of my old school because I didn't want to go completely into TAFE but also wanted to kind of continue with HSC, so this was like perfect.
Well, my last school was very strict. I didn't want to be there, whereas this school I actually want to come here and I want to do my best.
She had had a few struggles with the last school, so coming here she was completely relaxed, just pretty much found a tribe, which was great. The eyes light up and life feels pretty good for her for coming to school every day.
They come here because they can choose courses that they normally wouldn't be allowed to choose at their school. Sometimes schools only allow them to do one creative course or one vocational course, whereas our students can do 2, 3, 4 vocational courses as part of their HSC. Students are demanding a different way of learning. We are finding that students are coming to us with filmmaking skills that are far superior to people who've been in industry for 2 or 3 years. They can learn things on YouTube. TAFE has to be ready to tackle that. What do we do with that? And what we can do is produce a learning environment and a learning experience that allows students to experience what industry looks like. And that's why we do project-based learning. What is the workforce going to demand of their workers in 2035? It's about the employability attributes. It's about communication, conflict solving and creativity and innovative thinking. Until you're thrust into a situation, into a workplace replicated situation where what you're producing matters, you're just not going to put students into that realm of discomfort or that realm of how am I going to find my way out of this. And that's what project-based learning does.
My daughter is lucky enough to be really bright, really talented in multiple things. In a mainstream school environment, she was very much encouraged to express all of that through academic results. And I wanted her to have the opportunity to express all the other facets of who she was and to follow a path that just felt right for her, not what everybody else felt was right for her.
There is so many things here that other schools do not offer, especially the TAFE options and all of the big studios and things like that.
I really loved the adult learning environment and how creative the school was and all the opportunities I had to go out and work placements or work on projects. And yeah, I really loved the structure of the vet courses. I think it was my favourite part of my time here.
In the music industry course, I've been able to learn a lot of new skills, miking up different instruments and miking up drums, for example. I've been able to work with a lot of like-minded people in the field, which has been really fun. It's been great being able to use the recording spaces that we have provided here and learning how to record things into a digital audio workstation. It's been really good so far. I always wanted to go to a studio for my work placement. I ended up going to one near Mascot, which was called Studios 301. And that was an awesome opportunity to meet some super cool people that were down there.
I had the opportunity to collaborate with multiple industry experts within film and learn all I could from them and mingle with just some of the best people I could gain experience from that I couldn't anywhere else.
Alongside the project and the certificate too, we did a week of work placement. I didn't mind at 2GB, an industry that I want to work in.
I've submitted this major work and improved my skills in pointillism and drawing. I've also directed, edited, all that for a music video for Screen and Media and lots of other Screen and Media projects like a short film and collaborative short films as well.
I did work placement at Monkey Bar Theatre and I was able to understand how the company works. I also did work placement at the arts unit with School Spectacular and Pulse Alive. And I did work experience of NIDA for the technical theatre course.
So we have a range of certificate courses at Bradfield that are available to our students. These include courses in visual art, design, fashion, events, entertainment and live production, music, musical theatre, screen and media, which has a film and radio focus, and we also have a social media and journalism focus course. There are also courses in game design, that's the Certificate 3 in Information Technology, where students who are interested in animation can also put a lot of their efforts.
In IDT, it allowed us to understand what are the different steps of making a 3D animation. We learnt a lot of in-depth on modelling, on rigging, actually animating it, rendering, and then we went into a deep dive of 2D cell-based animation. We're all going to make our own animations and they're all going to flow into each other, which was really, really fun.
It was very hands-on and I got to make a lot of works, which was really good for my portfolio.
It's not just that it's a creative industries school, it's that it's a school that treats the kids with respect, and conversely, the kids treat the teachers with respect.
When we were looking at schools and we were hearing Meredith talking about the project that the students do in Year 11, it was such a unique experience, and I think having that ability to be part of a collaborative project is reflective of what happens in a working life, in a real world experience.
The project is a great experience for students to see what it's like to work in the creative industries. We've got real clients and we're really honoured to have Luna Park this year.
When I heard, you have to write a song, you have to do all these things, it made me so excited to take music like a serious sort of thing, I have to do it. As soon as I felt that excitement as it being like a job, I was ecstatic. It was just the most amazing feeling.
I was one of the editors working on the Fade film.
I work on the storyboard and the filming for Fade.
Well, the project allows students to see their future selves. It allows them to make the connections between the work that they're doing in their HSC and their vocational courses. So they're doing all the theory and the technical work during the week. And on Fridays, they get to apply those skills on a real-world project.
I was part of the charcoal and art drawing.
I was working with Fade in the Spark project as a writer.
Having a real client makes the project real. It's not that you're doing work just for an assessment task or for a final result. It's really about learning what it's like to work in that industry with big deadlines, with a brief coming from outside.
We use audience as motivator. That's, I guess, the basis of our project-based learning. We're all going to create something that's going to be shown to an audience. And so the audience is the motivation rather than the pressure for you to achieve something yourself. So it really shifts the dynamics of the way that the students learn, because finding that intrinsic motivation is the key to them being engaged in everything that they do here at Bradfield.
So I did a lot of sketches, reanalyzing how could I make it better, how could I add more symbolism. I sat down and I re-sketched this one so many times, just trying to get the emotion across to the audience to be able to connect with it.
The pressure is higher than usual, but that is also what it's like in the real world. When you are doing a creative project, there are deadlines and you do need to communicate really effectively with other stakeholders.
You will hit stumbling blocks along the way. What I feel has been a really great part of the experience for our daughter at Bradfield and for us is she's been equipped with the tools and she's been given the support to be able to manage those roadblocks and to learn and grow from them.
We did stress here and there, but for the most part it was kind of stress-free and we kind of just had fun with it a lot. So yeah, I really enjoyed the environment and the people I worked with.
I think it's really great that they have a really special project that they all work on together, because everyone's new in Year 11, so it's kind of a nice time for them all to do something together. So that was a definite bonus for us. We thought it'd be a great opportunity for her.
Most important thing about the project is it's multidisciplinary. So Our science students work with our art students, our filmmaking students work with our music students and our art students, because that's the way industry works. Industry works in a multidisciplinary way, and so introducing students to that concept early on is really important to the way that they then leave the school and go into either further study or industry.
A composition that I've done at the school was what I did for Hexad, which was like a film that all the students ran and made themselves. During that, I got to work with an industry professional named Wade Kieran, which was an amazing opportunity. And like all of the students that got to work with him are super grateful for that. He showed us how to really get a creative vision into a song, how to really captivate the emotions of like the audience and everything through whatever music you're playing to accompany the film. So that was really cool.
So we worked with North Sydney Council. They gave us an artist in residence for the time, and Alma Studhope brought in this stop motion animation. And some of our students with diverse learning needs found that that was a really great project for them to not be part of this really loud, wild group, but to actually just focus in a small, quiet room on these lovely stop motion animations.
Stop motion making process was very fickle.
Tough.
It was, yeah.
Because I'd never done it before. Just standing there for hours on end.
Yeah, and you think you've been there for like 3 hours and you're like, oh, why don't we watch back the footage? And 5 seconds.
Yeah, you've made like 5 seconds of it. Oh my God.
Looking back at it afterwards, when we finished, I was quite proud of myself as well. Because I didn't think it'd look that good.
Yes.
Like, it's not the best in the world, by no means, but it's good. And I didn't think we'd reach that level.
After project was finished, I was actually kind of sad because I was like, oh, we won't have projecting more on Fridays, and I kind of missed the actual group that we were in. And I was like, oh, we won't have that group anymore. So yeah, I actually found myself missing, you know, just being with those people and working with those people.
I think what made me smile the most was when the students watched the film for the very first time in the theatre. Seeing students' faces as the film came to life, and they could see elements of things that they'd worked on, whether they be artwork or makeup or choreography or animation.
The first time watching it with them, I was watching their reactions more than anything, because I wanted to see their reactions. What was amazing was I could see they were proud, and I could see the attention they were giving it. They were giving to their part in it, but the attention they were giving also to the other parts of the film they may not have seen.
The reward is so big because the day that we stage is flashy and showy and vibrant and wonderful, and that sense of achievement for everyone is really it's very real.
It was kind of magical, honestly. Like there was just so much to see, and seeing the work that I put up there get so praised by so many people was really great to see.
It just worked perfectly, and it was the vision, I guess, of what it could be.
Everything came together and they could see their small part as part of the whole. And then as the audience started to come in and seeing their reactions, I think that gave me the greatest pleasure, was seeing how proud students were of what they'd been able to achieve.
Yes, it is a lot of hard work, and yes, it can be tiring, but the end result is so worth it.
Seeing everything piece by piece come together, it just made you realise that what you were doing was very much worth it.
Such a nice feeling, like of relief when you see the end project and like just how it turned out and everything.
Students from Bradfield Senior College in Sydney's north have presented a vibrant and immersive tribute to Luna Park's 90th anniversary.
Happy birthday, Luna Park!
I'm here at Bradfield Senior College, and something very exciting is happening right now. What's your experience been like in the college? How have you found it?
I love it here, it's great. My old school didn't really offer all of this film and stuff. I can put this on my resume, which is really good.
So much has happened during the last like five months that I've been here, and it's just been amazing, honestly.
And do you think that's a path that you would like to take in the future, makeup and art?
100%, absolutely.
When I walked into the theatre as part of this year's project and I saw the students, the actors and the dancers working on part of our Mirror Maze installation, the moving image team working, the lighting working together, I stood there and thought, this is the school I want to be at.
If you are a creative person, this is the place to be. It's done wonders for me, and it's helped me you know, pursue the things I want to do, and it's really motivated me to keep going.
Just having that all put together on the night, it was just amazing.
Anyone else doing this project next year, be grateful for it. It's such an incredible experience to be given at our age, and you will be grateful for it.
It was pretty cool to see my work up like that. It was the first time I've ever done anything like that. Kiara's part of the animation is my favourite, and I thought it looked so beautiful up on the screen. I felt proud, I think, to see it. It was my first time animating. Obviously it's not perfect, but I thought I did all right.
It really is about replicating what students are going to experience when they finish their tertiary education or their TAFE courses and get out into the workplace. So we're doing it a little early so that students have the opportunity to explore a range of different things and then make some good choices about where they head in the future.
The thing I got at Bradfield the most was definitely community. With people I've met here, I've been able to work with Utopia during Pride Fest, Bus Stop Films, and been given the opportunity to work on a variety of different projects, whether it be events, tourism, or like film production.
The beauty of doing all this in a high school is that you actually, it can be a year 11 and 12 student, you're actually exploring all these areas under the same roof. You can walk out of your game design course down the hallway and you're in your events course. There's no journey to another campus. This enables you to actually try and explore a lot of things and discover the direction you want to go in for either further study or work.
I was able to do a Certificate 2 in Workplace Skills, a Certificate 3 in Screen and Media, Multimedia, which wasn't offered at my school, and the video project, which I took a key role in editing and learnt a lot of valuable editing skills. I'm less than a year out of school and these skills have helped me get a job at Channel 9 as a multimedia producer.
I won the Vet in Schools TAFE Excellence Awards, and that's for the top student in vocational education and training within high schools.
I just did an interview at the National Fashion College in St. Peters, and I showed them like my portfolio and I told them about my TVET course, and they accepted me.
I'm at WAPA now. I'm doing the Bachelor Performing Arts in Performance Making course, which is about writing, directing and acting.
I've sort of just been trying to say yes to every opportunity that has come my way. Working with all sorts of different people from all sorts of walks of life, and we're working on different types of music that I've sort of haven't really tried out before. It's sort of broadened my horizons of what there is to do with music.
Over 90% of our students come to us with at least one risk for disengaging in education. So we've got a job to do. We've just received the results of the 2025 New South Wales Public Schools Survey. What we know is that 96% of Bradfield students plan to complete the HSC, and that's against a state average of 78% in New South Wales public schools. The survey has also shown that 89% of Bradfield students are working towards a meaningful pathway, and again, this is above the state average. So if you provide the right environment, students will flourish.
It's a school where everybody's included, where everybody matters, where people feel like they're part of something, but they're also an individual.